Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Will Jackson. Welcome to the 4-Plot Podcast, Week 2. So, hanging out today with some new people. Let's start around the table. Your name is, sir?
Trevor.
And?
I'm Richard.
I'm Will.
I'm Mike.
I'm Matt.
I'm Ryan.
And Ryan, joining us new today. You are Homework Larry on Xbox Live.
Yes, I am.
Really excited to have you here hanging out with us today.
I'm happy to be here.
Definitely the coolest dresser of the group, I would say. Definitely, you got that. You just got a cool vibe going on, man.
Oh, thank you.
Really
man.
do.
You're very well.
My wife dresses me.
Very
So.
It's great, isn't it?
Head to toe.
Head to toe, man. My wife picks out my clothes every single day. Well, not me. I don't have a wife. I'm just kidding. All right. So the point is we're here today, and we always like to open up with a fun little question, something that gets everybody talking. And so right now, the question today is, and we're going to start with you, Ryan. I'm going to start with you today.
Oh, please. I'm ready.
With what is your favorite current multiplayer game? Something that's out there right now, current gen, that you're like, hey, when I go home, I kick off my shoes, I grab something out of the pantry, and I'm playing this game. It's my favorite multiplayer game right now. What is it?
Right now, man, without a doubt, it's Rocket League.
Oh.
Just for the value of the money and just for the fun I have with my friends, Rocket League is just great. You don't have to worry about too much, and you just have fun, hit a ball into a goal. You can't get better than that.
Gotcha. Awesome. Trevor, favorite multiplayer game right now?
My serious answer that I'd say, I would want everyone to know is Halo 5. I really do love Halo 5 as a game. There's nothing like playing SWAT, especially since they added DMRs.
Right.
But secretly, it's Rocket League.
Secretly Rocket League. Richard, what's your favorite game?
You
right
know,
now?
every single time I get on Xbox Live, I have to play one game of Halo 5 Arena. And so, yeah, I would have to echo that. Halo 5. Not SWAT, though. SWAT, I'm not a big fan of.
Oh,
so.
well, you can't be perfect, Richard.
That game sucks.
No, that's not true, man. I love SWAT.
I like SWAT. It's not my favorite.
I'm a big fan of SWAT. So, Mike, what's your current favorite multiplayer game?
It's Rocket League, definitely.
Rocket League.
I like it
Rocket League
because
people here.
I don't have to try too hard. You don't really have to focus. You can just kind of play it as opposed to playing Halo or
Everybody's
anything
a
else
tryhard.
where...
It's like,
yeah, you got to play against Richard.
We have a bunch of lazy gamers here tonight. Like, why do you like Rocket League? I don't have to care about
In
it.
fact, if I could get somebody to come over and play the game for me, I think I'll just sit there. Yeah,
that would
and
really
tell
be
them
the
what to
perfect.
do.
Yeah,
exactly. Okay, jump there.
That's the next generation of gaming.
That's
Yeah,
right.
man.
Yeah.
Matt Eastley, Grim 4 Man, favorite multiplayer game right now?
I actually just played The Division with a buddy of mine for the first time, and I really, really enjoyed it.
For the first time, because you've been just eating up some Division. Every time I go online, it's like, Matt, the Division, the Division, the Division.
So, yeah, usually it's single player because I usually only get, a few minutes at a time, maybe an hour. But, so I finally got to get on with my buddy Brandon, and we played a mission through, and it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed having the team aspect of it. It makes it a lot more fun.
I've heard a lot of good things about the Division.
Yeah, it's really good.
It wasn't my game. Like, I tried it for a little bit, just wasn't my kind of game. I wasn't a big fan of it, but I personally thought the humans were like bullet sponges. But that's a whole other topic for a whole other day.
Yeah.
I will say mine. I will be the minority in the group, and you guys are gonna hate me for this, especially Trevor, dude. Rainbow Six Siege, man. I love that game,
good,
man.
dude.
I love that game. I really do. I've gotten into it just because it's just different. You know what I'm saying? Like
You're
Halo,
great at it, though. You're great at it.
I'm not.
He's not.
He's not good at it. No. I mean,
Like he knows how to get into the game and he can fire.
Right. But besides that, I'm not that good.
you can set up those castle walls like
yeah.
nobody.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, man, you're great at defense, man.
Yeah, no, thank you. But I tell you what's funny is that what the funny part about it is that I'm not very good, but I just like playing it because it's just different. Like I know you like Halo for like the arena, the SWAT. Like it's just different, man. You set up the walls, and yes, it does take you like 30 minutes to play one full round of games sometimes.
That's okay.
But yeah, I love it, dude. So, and with that being said, we're gonna jump off right into a question about multiplayer games. So I'm really excited about this. We were talking about this earlier this week. What happened to split screen games? You know, what happened to split screen games that when we were kids, Nintendo, not really split screen, but you had your multiplayer games. Let's say your couch games, your games you can sit down and just couch, I did some looking up, split screen games, cooptimus.com, of course, great website. If you're ever looking for like hey, is this game co-op? Can I play it for my friends? Cooptimus.com has literally the biggest library of this stuff. It's so cool. So shout out to those guys. They list literally, I didn't go through and count because I didn't have time today, 7 pages of Xbox 360 split screen games.
Crazy.
I'm talking about split screen, okay? 7 pages of split screen / couch co-op games. Couch co-op meaning may not be split screen, but you're still playing like a Mortal Kombat. So you're going together at the same time. There are only 23 games on the Xbox One right now that are split screen / couch co-op, meaning 23 games in the library, which I'll give them this. Library's not that big right now. But
that is a staggering
But
figure.
it's still, the machine's been out. It came out in 2013 is when the Xbox One came out. And so, you got to look at it and go, that's wow. Like 23 games only. So what has happened to split screen games? What has made them what's made them go the way of the dinosaur?
Well, I think the developers actually got tired of screen cheating. They were
Okay.
Everyone was there in the studio, and then they got tired of people screen cheating, man.
We're gonna stick it to those screen cheaters, man. So Richard's answer is somebody was so incredibly angry at screen cheaters, screen cheaters, dude. Ryan's thinking we playing games, anything that split screen.
When we were playing, we play Halo LAN party at your house.
Yeah, screen cheater. So you think it's just literally because of screen cheaters, and that literally they're like, hey, we're tired of this garbage.
Not really. That was just a joke. I'm gonna say.
Thank you.
Guys, it's Rich.
Go on and cross it out the list, Rich.
Yeah, okay.
No, it's. I was thinking about this today when we got this topic, and it was that when we were growing up, there weren't too many adult video gamers out there, but now we're all 20s. We still hang out occasionally at your house, at people's houses. But when you're older, you don't do that. So you want to be able to sit in the comfort of your own man cave or couch and play a game where you don't have to invite dudes over that have families or jobs.
Because nobody likes hanging out with real people.
Exactly, not anymore.
That's right.
And that's a realistic point as
true.
well. But when you're kids, it's hey, you join in with the neighborhood guys and you play, which was some of my awesome memories of video games. But now, as the video game community is older, they want that comfort, which I don't necessarily agree with. Like, I'm actually shocked when games come out and there's no split screen. I'm like, are you kidding? I mean, like, that's crazy to me.
Biggest offender to me was Halo 5.
Exactly.
When Halo 5 came out
believe
with no split screen, I was baffled.
So
Well, that's the thing.
essential.
Though, like, here's the thing. Like, when we were growing up, like you said, Ryan, I had a brother and a sister, and we grew up. I grew up in 2001 playing Halo campaign with my brother split screen, and that was
timeless.
And I wasn't able to do that. Well, granted, he lives in California, but it's just that was just something we grew up with, and it's funny. It's not there anymore.
Yeah. What do you think, Mike?
I mean, I think probably it's more from just the resources standpoint in the actual console, because you kind of have to almost make two versions of the game that play at the same time if you have split screen.
Right.
Whatever the player 1 is looking at in player 2. So instead of having that, I mean, that was the big reason for Halo 5 is because they couldn't keep it at 60 frames per second.
It's a big trade-off.
You have to downgrade the graphics and the performance if you want to play two people at once. So I think it's more like they want to push the graphics, and since it's not as big of a deal with how impressive all of the live services, all of the online services are, it's kind of just fallen by the wayside.
Yeah.
If you want to know my honest opinion, I think it has a lot to do with the bottom line.
I didn't ask you your honest opinion, man.
Okay, fair enough. Matt, back to you.
I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
No, I think it has a lot to do with the bottom line. When people aren't split screening a game, you know what you get? Two people buying your game.
This is very true.
Very true. So I think that's definitely. I mean, you hate to stick it to the man that much to the gaming industry, because we buy lots of games. We love
absolutely.
We love the game industry, but I think that anytime I think the biggest people that lose out when you do this is actually parents and their children who play together.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm with you. Yeah, I agree with that. I think you go back, like somebody said earlier, I think our childhood was all of that. I think when you said Halo 5 being one of the biggest, and I love that game. It's so much fun. I don't need split screen. You guys, I mean, like you said, we live in an age where online accessibility is so much better. I mean, dude, I remember hooking my Xbox up to this thing called, I forgot what the name it was, but it was like an Xbox service, almost like a LimeWire, where you literally plug your Xbox into your computer and you would play technically LAN games over the internet, because Halo 2 or Halo 1 didn't actually have live enablement. And then when you couldn't pay for live or whatever, but like you said, adults are playing now. Internet is everywhere. When we were kids, internet was it was dial-up, or it was few and far between, or somebody didn't have it or whatever. But now everybody's got internet, because our entire world runs off of internet, and it's made it so much easier to connect and do that. And so people are like, hey, I don't need split screen anymore. However, it does suck, and I think it goes back to your point too, Mike, that people take it out because of the money purposes, but it does suck because you don't have it in there. And you can understand the developers and why they want to do it, make money, save money, whatever, but it just sucks it's not in there anymore.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and one last thing about that is, if you've ever played a recent game that has split screen, like my wife and I play Borderlands, and they had a re-release for the PS4 and the Xbox One.
So cool. Your wife plays video games with you. Can we just make
Wow,
that side
yeah,
note
man,
point?
that's exciting.
That's
cooler
what
than all of your wives.
That's what I'm waiting for,
clap.
man. Slow
Slow
clap.
clap. She's the best one. Every time you pause the menu in that game, you have to scroll down because the screen isn't tall enough for you to actually see everything. So you have to like roll. Okay, let me get to the bottom and let me see what I'm doing. I mean, the other thing is if you're playing a game like Halo where you're trying to shoot from far away, that smaller screen, I mean, it gets real hard to see.
Oh, dude, remember the days of splitting into foursies?
Oh, ouch.
Oh, on like
It's different on like
18-inch
GoldenEye.
TV
Oh,
in
dude,
college.
I had such a tiny
wow.
TV. But here's the deal. But you loved it. I had a tiny TV.
yeah.
I would do the same thing. Like I would split it up into 4 people, and gosh, you couldn't see anything. But
Remember the days of GoldenEye split screen, splitting up
yeah.
into quadrants, and you could. I mean, the graphics were already so good.
Yeah.
But
incredible,
Hey, man.
impeccable.
Just wait for
your
a splotch of tan
your
to
hand
come
is
by.
doing this over and over
Get
again.
it.
Slappers
Shoot it with
only.
a pencil gun.
Slappers
Nothing like
only,
it,
man.
that splotch.
Yeah, for your own sanity, never go back and play GoldenEye. If you haven't played
God,
it
no.
in the past 10,
Or
15
just
years,
anything with the
Well,
N64
Oh,
controller.
man.
For anybody out there on the intro, no, see, you're making the disagree. You disagree in face, man. But for you to make the disagree in face, I gotta say, anybody out the internet, I'm the same way. Listen, I love GoldenEye. I went back and played GoldenEye. I was like, oh.
Have you played the
guys
remastered
are
version
the
though?
Controls are
Fools,
so
man.
bad.
Hey,
That,
th-
that
there's a
blood
re-
coming down the screen.
There's a
That blood.
remastered version of GoldenEye.
Yeah, nobody wants to play that. I tried
No,
it.
that came out. Yeah, nobody
Listen,
wants
you
that
know why
game.
that? let me go ahead before we move on to the next topic. You know why I hated that game, dude?
Why?
Because literally they took out Pierce Brosnan and put in Daniel Craig as
What?
James Bond
Are
in
you
the storyline
serious?
of the GoldenEye game. Did you play it, right?
No.
Boycott. Total
Yeah,
boycott.
They literally put Daniel Craig in the GoldenEye story, which I get it. It's
I love
current.
Daniel Craig.
Hey, man, I'll go back and play N64 GoldenEye right now. That's how much I love that
You'll
game,
beat
man.
me.
As long as nobody plays his Odd Job, because then I'll kill you in real life.
in real life.